Hello, Aries. How are you? Today is perfection, I see. Today is Sunday, September 1st. Happy September. I am literally just here for one night in the city, packing to take my daughter to college tomorrow. Oh, very emotional time for all of us. Perfectly timed with the Virgo new moon. A couple of things. This is a very busy week astrologically. If you are curious about the transits, I have done a full month astrology overview talking about which, good days, bad days, watch out days, etc., and how the energies kind of play with them. So check that out. I am also starting to do like very brief, very cheap readings, one question kind of situation, or like maybe you need just a quick overview for the month, or you have, you want a message from spirit or whatever. They're €8. Email me forariesonly@gmail.com if you are interested. And I'm going to go ahead and get started for the weekly. I should be posting, I'm going to try and do it after this, a new moon reading for the Virgo new moon, because that is a great one, especially for health, routine, day-to-day life. So keep an eye out for that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Overall energy for the Aries watching this video for the week of September 1st. Is always the same, is it not? Okay, so the point of this card is that sometimes we can get in our own way, right? The story here is that the guy wanted to see the full moon, but it was taking too long, so he built it himself, but the thing that he built ended up blocking out the light. So it's like, where has your impatience to let a situation play out, and you've started taking extra steps or, doing too much, and it's actually getting in the way. So it's a situation where like either the outcome isn't clear, or it's taking too long. So you're like, all right, I'm just gonna Aries this, right? And do it all myself and make it happen. Lots of blue energy here. So the challenge this week is 10 of Cups, right? Harmony. Because I think you're stressing over this thing that hasn't come to fruition yet. You're like worried that it's not going to happen. So you're like, I'll just make it happen myself. And what it's saying is that to be in peace, things are let things flow in harmony. Dolphins are a very playful animal. And so to sort of lighten up, I think, in terms of a situation that you are waiting to see how things play out, right? Like, do the check-in, be like, hey, just wanted to see if everything's going, is there anything else I can, but then hands off, let it flow, find your own state of harmony. Now, since this is so much blue and I have a blue deck here, it's a lot of fifth chakra energy. So speaking, communicating. I want to see the rest. Like if you're doing too much, communicating too much, or not communicating enough, or not communicating with yourself, actually. Like externalizing it when really kind of need to get into alignment internally. Let's see. Let's use this one. The other blue deck. All right, what is the lesson here this week? Lesson for the Aries watching this video for the week of September. Oh my gosh. Hello, double dolphins again. Message is happiness, right? Find your happy. You are stressing about something and there is no need to stress, right? Like let things unfold. Lighten up. I know that's like the worst thing you could ever say to somebody who is stressful, but really find the peace, find the joy. Stop trying to make something happen and go out and enjoy life. Like distract yourself with something fun, with joy. It's really about an energy shift up, right? If you're in a sense of impatience, you actually create pressure around a situation, which makes it very difficult for things to move. And so it's talking about getting into flow, right? These dolphins are playing, they're flowing, they're moving with the waves. So to get out of sort of a fixed mentality about how things look, right? Or how you expect them to look, or a plan that you had that you're like, God damn it, I'm going to make it happen exactly the way I want to. Because the thing that's interesting is if you look at this, right, you see all of the dolphins are flowing into this guy. Like, hey, relax, like it's okay. It's going to be fine. Like, come play with us. And when you actually shift your energy out of stress, out of anxiety, out of worry, and into a state of free-flowing joy, you actually create the space and the movement around you for happier things to come in, right? Let's see what else we have here. I love the doll. Dolphin's my favorite animal. After cats. Cats are number one. Okay, temperance. You know what temperance means. You know the word. Not even going to say it. Temperance. But this card is also you have to let go of some things to let the universe work for you on your behalf. I will tell you a little story of something that happened to me this past week. I've been focusing on going in one direction, but Chariot, two major arcanas, one after the other. Also the double again, double cups here. I had been very focused on what I want to do, working in that direction, et cetera, and then I got a piece of news, right, about a person who had offered me a job 9 years ago that I was not interested in taking, but that I would actually be very interested in taking right now. Just came out of nowhere, and that actually kind of changed up all my plans. I was like, okay, I hadn't planned on that, but that actually would work out even better than what I was originally thinking. And there is a way for me to kind of do everything if that were to fall into place. So it's but if I had been stuck on my original plan, then that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had that possibility. Or I would have seen the news and just dismiss it and miss something really interesting. And because of all these twos I'm seeing here, right, it says to me a partnership here, and it can come from an earth sign, a very wealthy man, or be a partnership that leads to a lot of financial abundance, or just a sense of feeling really on top of it, yeah, I got this. And it's funny because I got these in Japan when I was there, and they're all I think this one specifically is for money. But these are my sort of good luck charms that I have. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use these today. So there's something I feel like there could be an offer or a partnership or another being. I'm never for finding your happiness in other people, but there may be some sort of partnership here that can bring you, yes, tremendous happiness, because the guy that's alone is the one who's trying, the one who's suffering the most and who isn't making things happen is because he's by himself. So there may be some sort of partnership that you either get offered, or you need to reach out to someone, or you get the opportunity to be part of a partnership, or there's a second chance at a partnership, because we have the patience here, right? The universe working on your behalf. And the Chariot is you're ready to go, ready to move, ready to travel, right? Could be moving somewhere else, could get an offer to travel overseas to somewhere else. But where it ends up bringing you is somewhere very positive. These are the best cards I've seen all summer so far. So, let's see what the goddesses have to say as a final piece of advice. So a lot of get out of your own way, right? Don't stay stuck on that a plan has to go exactly as you imagined it. Be open to things being a little bit different. Be open to unexpected partnership offers. Don't just dismiss them because you were like, no, I'm planning on doing it this way. There could be something there good for you. All right, so we have Bridget, the creative spark, 8. And then we have Yuki Onna, which is stillness, a 7 and an 8. So let's see what these two say. There's another blue one, right? Oh, and it's interesting, right? Because there's all this blue up here. You see that? And then all this yellow down here. So really like moving out of a state of stillness and into a state of joy. Speaking it, getting like communicating. Can also be coming out of a depressive period. Blue is often associated with not just calmness, but also depression. Okay, what do we have here? So the Japanese goddess of winter, of course, I have all my Japanese amulets, so she came to visit, calls you to a practice of daily meditation and stillness. Right? Like, so I said, stop doing too much. To prepare you for greater productivity and results. Being open and receptive, slowing down, and allowing for time to dream activates your partnership, all the key words that have been coming up, with the universe so you can truly set your intentions in motion. Then almost without effort, you discover their vibrational match in the world of form, right? It's like there's a very clear match here. Everything blue here, and then we get like a little hint of yellow, and then everything kind of yellow and bright down here. So it's like when you make that shift, then the universe matches you. We also have this blue here and this yellow here. So just as the life force quietly builds within a seed buried under snow, so too will the energy build in the seed of your desires before manifesting with no effort on your part. Remember I said universe working on your behalf right now. You will find how easy it is to co-create while implementing a practice of stillness and receptivity. So stop and start. Let others make the first move at this time as you assess and observe the world around you from the profound position of stillness and neutrality. And this is always, especially if you're like having relationship drama or relationship issues, we can, because we're fixers and we're doers and we're like, I got it, don't worry, I'll do it. Like I'll do all the work. And so we never create the space for the other person to contribute. And sometimes that upsets them, right? They're like, all right, well, if I have nothing to do here, I might as well just check out. Sometimes they take advantage of that, right? My ex-husband was like, sure, you do all the work, that's fine. And I was in London, I saw this couple, the guy, they were definitely Italian. The guy had like a little bag from Boots, and there were 2 kids running around, and the wife had the phone, like with the Google Maps, a huge suitcase, and then like the kids' bags. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Also because that was like my whole early marriage. So that was a side thing. But so the point is, don't stop overdoing it, right? If you're putting in all the effort, stop it immediately. Leave the space for the other party to contribute, whether that is the universe, another person, or let's say you've been like trying to make plans with someone, but it's always you calling. Hands up. Let's see. If they want to, they will. Now, that is not always the case, but that is the energy right now. So, let others make the first move at this time as you assess and observe the world around you from the profound position of stillness and neutrality. In this way, the world becomes more intimate, yet you know to take nothing personally. When the goddess Yuki Onna comes to support you, be still. This calls in the miracles. The action now is non-action. Good luck with that, guys. All right, Bridget, who's one of my faves. Actually, it's funny because the Bridget followed by Sarah Edwin, who are my 2 favorite goddesses. All right, inspiration and imagination are yours to play with right now. You effortlessly, see the words that keep repeating? Connect to your inner creative spark and make meaningful and beautiful experiences for yourself and others. Another thing, sorry, I know I keep interrupting this, but it's actually coming very fast today. Let's say you have a creative project, right? And you're pushing forward. Like, I got to get it done. It is fundamental to take a first step, then step back and listen, right? Just listen to the project, to whatever, because it will start to take its own shape if you take your hands off the wheel, right? And then come back to it with new eyes, or like when you get an insight or a download, and be like, oh, okay, that actually could be more interesting. Because it's like, you may be working on a project or something that you're trying to realize, a creative project in some way, and you're like, I've got to get it done by this date. It has to launch this date. And in the working through it, you're not seeing the whole picture, right? There could be more, or it could be organized differently in a way that makes way more sense. And that what you were originally trying to create is actually a piece of something much bigger. And you can only see that if you take a step back and kind of sit with it, right? So it's like, set out the intention and then be like, okay, universe, tell me what I need to know thing, because we have all this communication energy here. And then it comes in as the spark, be like, oh yes, I could do that. Take advantage of this fruitful time. When you are so in tune, it's like taking a magical trip to the land of the fairy, where all that glitters really is gold, and your life seems like a grand artistic gesture. The fiery Celtic goddess of creativity calls you to play in the artistry of your life, your work, and your loves. Bridget is whispering her sparkling music deep into your soul. Are you listening? See, are you listening? So again, if it's a relationship, if it's a job, whatever you've been trying to manifest, take your hands off the wheel and listen. Listen to the universe, listen to the directions, listen to how to move forward, listen to the advice of a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or, somebody with rich energy. And that can be rich in terms of mind. It can be rich in terms of money. It can be rich in terms of experience. But there is some communication here, right? Because it goes from the 7 to the 8, literally steps. Trying to come in to give you the missing pieces to be able to move forward, or really just trying to like channel what's going on in these cups and turn them into action, right? But it can't come if your like energy is tied up in the doing right now. Have fun, relax, be open, and let it come to you through joy, right? The love of the project, the love of this, what would be fun to do? Like, ask yourself that question. What would make this fun? How would this be fun? How could I turn this thing into something that makes me happy? And then listen for the answer. Okay, hope this was helpful. Have a fantastic week. The next time I will see you, I will be an empty nester. So hopefully I'll be able to get through the readings without crying the whole time. And have a fantastic week. Take care.